What's up, my beautiful people? How it's Dan? How are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rema Kopsinje. Hey, come closer. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. This channel basically talk about personal development, mental wellness, girl chart, and a little more everything that can make us be the best version of ourselves, that is inner and outer beauty. And today I feel like, I've taken someone what I'm talking about, a little bit about a girl child, like a girl chart. So how about we have some little girl chart? I know most of us will suffered, we've gone through a lot with low self-esteem, with not knowing who we are, and that has really led us to really have that low self-esteem, to be shaky to the extent that you feel like you can't stand on your own and just say something or some words in public because you don't trust yourself or you don't know yourself. And that has been brought up maybe by our backgrounds or where we come from, or the little teasing, bullying that we got when we were young, the words that were said about us, what we're not good at, our weaknesses, and etc. But hey, I have good news for you today, and that is know yourself. If you know yourself, a lot of things are going to change, darling, okay? There's a saying, know yourself. Don't accept the dog's admiration as a conclusive evidence that you're wonderful. You know what that means in quotes? Like, don't just wait for the external validation of anyone out there to say, hey, you're beautiful. And you're like, oh, am I beautiful? Like I'm not sure I'm beautiful. You know, you don't really trust yourself of who you are. Hey, that's what we're talking about. So don't wait for that dog's admiration as a conclusive thing for you. Say, you're good at this or you're good at this. You should be knowing what you're good at. And what has led us to really suffer with not knowing ourselves is trying to be other people, like trying to live as other people, as trying to do compulsions with other people. Hey, you're getting off the track. You're forgetting who you are. And me, I can't be like you. You can't be like me. You're really unique, and I can't deny that. So if there's one thing you should be working on, is to know who you are, to know your strength, to know your weaknesses. And when someone says, hey, how about this? You're like, hey, thank you, I already know. Thank you for that compliment. And if it's something that is trying to, to criticize you, maybe it's a weakness, it's just tell them, hey, thank you, I already know that. Like, thank you. Like, what is that guy going to add on? But because we've suffered with not knowing who we are, it has really led us to really live a life that is really so complicated. We fear to live in our own shadows. We fear ourselves. We fear to be us. That's why we're forged who we are in relationships. That's why we're forged the lifestyle that we don't really have. But we're forged it because we really want to get into some certain standard. And that standard is leading us into different programs. I don't even know how many of us have gone through the drama, like how many of a girl child who doesn't know who they are, and have gone through all roots of evil, like to look for money just because you want to live a certain lifestyle. Hey, I don't think it's worth it. If there's one thing I would tell you today, I don't think it's worth it. And the more you look for that money, the more you need more, the more needs will be needed, the more materials will be needed. If today you're holding an iPhone 14, next day you'll be needing iPhone 20, darling. Where are we going to stop? So at certain moment you have to be you. You don't have to put yourself on the cross. Of trying to live up to the standards of the world. No way. Like, you're already unique, you're already beautiful, you're already that person that is really so pretty. So I don't see the reason why we're struggling. Why are we struggling? Darling, why are we struggling from the word go? If I may ask. And if you just knew that there's a better place for you, if you just knew that, if you put everything first, like if you put everything aside and live to know that God created you in a unique way and you're so special, that is going to take you on another level. And I want us to learn to be so decisive on some things, not to take so long to make decisions on some things, because that's how we end up going astray of not knowing ourselves. You keep thinking, I want to make a decision about certain things, but you're not making a decision. You're not choosing who you want to be with. Let's say maybe you're in a relationship and you're just hanging in there with that guy for so long, and before you know it, you're stuck. To make a decision, you make a decision even longer enough, thinking you're going to get the solution, but the solution still has to come from you. It's you to make a decision. So if you're not making a decision, it's a decision, darling. It's high time you just step into it and say, if I'm to drown, let me drown, Or if I'm front, let me front. If I'm sink, let me sink. Because at the end of the day, if you don't make any decision, then a lot is about to happen. A lot is about not to go right. So guys, let's do some things. Let's do some decisions. I know most of us we've been through this thing of not being satisfied with what we have, and it has led us into different things of trying to do things that are really not good. But if today I'm to tell you, it's just high time you realize that contentment is not the fulfillment of what we want, but the realization of what you already have. So if you could just see through what you already have, you would be thankful and move towards the small steps and do one thing at a time. Sometimes we want all of it at once, and it's very hard unless or otherwise. But if you're that person who really wants to work your ass down or to do some things right, you have to do one thing at a time. Don't rush to have it all together. You can have a plan of what you want to have. You can have a goal of what you want to have in 2024. You can have a goal of the list, like the top priorities of what you want to have in 2024, and others can come in 2025. You don't have to really die on that one thing that you really think it is that it's making you go crazy, because when you get it, you will need another thing. And that's why I've said we need to start having some satisfaction of some things, because the more you want the money, the more you need more. And I don't know how many sugar daddies, I don't know how many people you're going to sleep with just to have just that phone, and before you know it, maybe a thief on the street will take that phone from you. And how about that? Will you forever forgive yourself knowing that just your phone was grabbed just by someone and you really sweated to have that phone? So some things are just material things and they can wait. So let's work on our goals one by one. And hey, ladies of these days, we do work. We do work, by the way. We do work. If you're a guy and you're watching this, I want to tell you that we do work. Don't think everything that we're having for ourselves or whatever is from some random man or something. No way. We work. We work for our things that we want, and that's what gives us confidence. Confidence comes from the little things that you do, and you actively do them yourselves. Just imagine working for that phone yourself, and hey, you have it. You almost a lot of confidence in you. You're whether you're to be given some money at some moment, at least you know that I work my ass down to get this, or I'm doing this business for myself. No, because just a random person gave me, and that's why even you may not value that business if completely what you're doing, you've not invested even a single coin. So how about that? Let's start working on ourselves and let's know who we are. When I say know who we are, is know yourself, know your strength, know your weakness. Don't force yourself on things that you don't really understand. It can even be just at your workplace. I don't have to fidget on things I don't understand, or I don't have to keep in a comfort zone just for so long because I'm scared of just flying. Darling, you have a chance to go and be whoever I want to be at any time, at any day. And hey, above all, I believe in you and I trust you. I know you can do this. It doesn't matter how long it will take. Do it the right way with honesty, integrity, and dignity. So if you do those three things, a lot is going to come your way. You've heard of people who just have riches, maybe 2 years, 3 years, and before you know it, they're back to zero. And you're like, how did this happen? Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know how people get what they get. So it depends. Are you getting it the right way? If so, please start working so hard to get whatever it is in the right way. Like in the right way. Because I don't know how I should tell you that it will be so bad when things are going astray and you're like, how I wish I did some things differently. But when it's too late, darling. So, girl child. I'm a girl, I know. I know we go through a lot. I know a lot of temptations are out there, but be careful, darling. Your life is more precious than anything else, than those material things, than anything else that you're looking up to and you think, if I have it, I'll be happy. No way, happiness is within you. Even though you get that iPhone 14, the next thing you may even need what? A car. And the next thing you may need a private jet. Like, hey, material things will never end. You will just be getting iPhone 14 and iPhone 16 will be getting in. What will you do? So, guys, just try to be yourself. Try to live up to your standards. And hey, don't degrade yourself for anyone else. Whoever wants to catch up with you, they're going to have to get onto that ladder and get where you are. So, guys, if I would just say one word is, I believe in you. And I know you can do this. And I know a lot is about to come your way if you're just patient, if you're honest, and above all, if you keep God first. Talk to God. God knows what you need at what time, and when it is important, it will be delivered to you. So, little one. Oh, dear sister. Till then, I love you so much. Bye bye.